All right. Hello, everybody. We're going to try and do an update. It's 24 August, and we're going to do an update about leaving Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, and coming to Nha Trang. Uh, Scheduling transportation. I got my notes here. So, uh, first of all, there's three options basically. You can fly, take a bus, or a train, and it was like 7.5 hours, 8 hours. Bus for us was off the list because too many bad reviews. Talked to a lot of people. A lot of people say that the drivers, in order to stay awake, they're like smoking constantly. A lot of stops along the way, a lot of noise. You could be sitting next to end up, real close to somebody that's smoking or just playing a lot of them don't use headphones, so they'd be playing their music on their phone or whatever, and we just didn't want to deal with that. So we decided it was either going to fly or take a train, and we thought, well, it's the shortest of our trips, so let's do the train just for the experience. And I looked online, and I was trying to get one of the two passenger VIP bunks, like a room, your own cabin, and none of the options showed up on the sites I was using, and I was going straight to the bus station or the train station site because I didn't trust a lot of the third party ones. Anyway, so we ended up getting the VIP soft seat, and it was $92 for the two of us. And basically, it's better than an airline seat, in my opinion. And we had a table, so you can put some stuff on the table, eat or whatever. Uh, Anything to add so far?
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, so when we actually got to the train station, we went ahead and checked also, and they did have the two passenger private bunk thing, not bunk, but cabin. And it was going to be $156 US, so like 60 more dollars. And but we would have lost, it wasn't, we couldn't upgrade what we had. We would have lost what we had and just paid, another time to get it. And I was, willing to do that if we wanted to, but we decided, no, we already got it. It's only 7.5 hours or so. So, uh, pretty comfortable, sit there, look out the window, take videos, pictures, and everything. And so we decided to stick with what we got. Uh, and that was, yeah, I already said it was $92 US. Things to bring with you. They got charging ports and all that stuff, USB type, but they don't work. So there were some regular plug-ins. So as long as you brought your adapter with you and everything, then you could use those to charge, or bring your own little, power charger, battery thing. Uh, Earplugs, if because there was a guy that there was, how many stops did we make along the way? Like 6 times or so?
More than that.
More than that? All right, not too many. 6 to 8 times we stopped, but they just slow down, stop at a station. Either people get on or someone gets off, but it's like 2 or 3 minutes.
A lot of
Boom.
station they passed by because there was no one, coming on anyways or getting off.
Yeah, if they don't have anyone to pick up or any things to pick up, like I don't know, mail or packages, whatever, then they just go zoom on by them. So no big deal. Uh, but and people are getting on. We were there for a long ride. There's people doing short rides. So this one guy, we called him the slipper guy because he scooted his slippers. If you ever know that sign where they don't pick their feet up. So anytime he went to the restaurant, car, or the bathroom, or out to go smoke, then yeah, he was clogging his way down the aisle. But he played music on his phone, loud, enough for others around to hear, but wasn't that big deal. Plus, he didn't stay on the whole time. Uh,
Oh, and they do supply blankets. Don't use blanket. Bring your own. If you want a pillow or anything, bring your own because they do not clean up for every ride. People get on and off on
Yeah,
this.
blankets and things like that on any public transportation. Don't Yeah, we don't trust it. We don't use them. We have our own or do without. Uh, so things to bring, snacks. They do about every stop or every maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. They have carts that come up and down the aisles and offering different types of snacks and foods and stuff, beverages. That was nice. We didn't get anything of it. We had some of our own. And there's a restaurant car, and we were in the very first car of the train, and so it was right in front of us. So I never went there. Eileen went there to look around. And anything to add on that?
Mm, it's not like what you would think on a train, a nice bar or anything. It's just a little um, a hole in the wall.
Yeah, little snack shop, and it's only local type food, so don't expect anything else. We brought our own.
I recommend bring like a cup of noodle soup because they supply hot water right there and just pour it in and sit down and eat.
Yep, that's what we did. We had a cup of noodles and some snacks, so that was good enough. We didn't need much. There's something I was going to add. I forgot. Uh, oh, there is a bathrooms on there, and if yeah, we didn't really want to eat much, so we didn't want to have to do number two, but doing number one or even for her, but sitting down on those, yeah, I mean, it's a bumpy rally, boom, like this, trains. Okay, so yeah, good luck with that. Oh well, if I think of something else, we'll throw it back in there. And we got to the station. Oh, no Wi-Fi. So, and even though the ad said they had Wi-Fi, after more research later on, it's only some of the nighttime long sleeper train ones might have a Wi-Fi. So not all of them do. So there's and we only picked up Signal, regular cell service where we could do Wi-Fi off and on. So don't rely on that. And we got to the station. We left at what time? At like,
7 or yeah.
yeah, I think our train left at 8 something. We got in at like 4 something. So wasn't bad time, day trip. And we got into the train station in the train, and uh, sketchy didn't have any Wi-Fi there, so I couldn't get a grab, couldn't order nothing. It was only 1 mile to our hotel, and I was like, hey, let's walk it. But we got their backpacks, and we were like, never mind, let's grab a cab. And you always worry about that because whether they use the meter or not, and they might just the meter might say hey, it was 50,000 dong, $2 US, but then all of a sudden they might say, hey, you owe them 500,000 or something. So we went ahead and risked it with this one guy, and it was only like 38,000 I think on the meter, and I actually just I gave him 100,000 just for being honest and using a meter. So uh, got to the hotel. The hotel booking hotels. That's a whole nother topic. I use Booking.com, and I got a VIP status on it, so I get some like discounts. Plus, there's some pay now discounts, which means you can't change anything. And not seeing a place or knowing anything, it's hard. You book 2 weeks or 3 weeks at some place, pay up front, and you show up, and it's not what you are comfortable staying in. Then you just lost that money. Uh, so we risked it though, and there's lots of good reviews where we're staying. Uh, and I ended up saving $4 a night by paying up front, and we ended up being boutique on Booking.com, and uh, spacious. Okay, we're here now, and it's super big bed, bathtub. To find in a bathtub because Eileen likes taking baths, and that's hard to do. And so we got the big screen on the wall in front of us, couple chairs here, refrigerator. We had to have them switch out the refrigerator because it didn't work. But they just brought up another one, and the one they brought up didn't fit into the cubbyhole where the old one is. So now we got a refrigerator sitting like in the middle of the floor. Yeah, well, they left the one in place because it fits in like a little cubbyhole, and then they just put another one in the floor by it. But there's a desk, tables on each side. Uh, you can actually see the bathtub is right through there. So it's a big bathroom. Nice place. There's they clean every day. So nothing fancy, but for the price, pleased. And I am. How do you think? Good enough?
Yes.
Yeah. And we've been here 2 weeks almost, and we got another week, and then we're out of here. Uh, Location though, reason I picked this, I narrowed it down, and I just pretty much went to the beach in Nha Trang Beach, and I wanted to be like short walk, in any direction, but anyway, and we're like 5 minutes walk, if that, a block off the beach, and you pay double by going one block in. It's got a rooftop pool with a little area up there. They got a treadmill and a couple things up there. Uh, we don't go up there that much. We have, but sometimes we'll go up there. Like if we're coming in from the beach and from going out eating or walking, we'll stop and get some fresh squeezed juices and take them up there, hang out, float around a little bit more. But we've been pretty waterlogged the last week because we go to the beach every morning, and there's a place there, a bar type restaurant we go to that's got its own pool, and
I
they
think
know
it's
us.
called Louis Zane.
Yeah, Louis Zane, uh, and they make their own beers and stuff there, but they pretty much know us now. They reserve us a couple chairs and an umbrella in our own spot, and yeah, it's
If you like the best of both worlds, a pool and going to the beach, that's the best place because it's only 80,000 dong for the long chairs, and they don't harass you about constantly, buying drinks or food. They're pretty easy on you.
yeah, they're there to get you what you want, and other than that, have fun. And like I said, you're actually at a pool where you got all the stuff, and it's on the beach, so you just walk 20 feet down, and you're in the sand. So that's kind of our go-to place. Uh, Also, there's four main malls from where we're at. There's Vincom Plaza, Vincom Shopping Plaza, Gold Coast Mall, and the Trong Center. And those are the four shopping plaza type mall things there. Uh, there's also the night market that we searched around to find, and it wasn't what we were thinking. It's imagine one road that imagine you're walking down a self storage lot. Where you got on right and left, there's storage lockers all the way down. And at nighttime, they open up the storage units, and inside is like a swap meet. It's not like a food market or nothing. It's just, yeah, it's a Bintan market in one road. Like I said, it's literally like walking down the storage unit row, and they just open them up and they got all their stuff. So we went there once, saw it, haven't been back. Uh, what do you think about the beach in general?
Very nice and comfortable. But then during the mornings and throughout the afternoon, there's hardly anybody except for tourism. But the locals come out around 5 o'clock, and that's when you see a lot of people.
Yeah, it turns into a whole different thing at nighttime. Beautiful, a lot of lights up and a lot of action going on. Everything.
People are out
Yeah,
exercising, playing volleyball, just whatever that
yeah.
they can do on the beach. They pretty much do it.
especially weekends. It's Sunday now, and the traffic was crazy because buses were piling up, pulling people out of here because they were in town for the weekends. And there was actually a Nha Trang marathon this today that we didn't even know about, and we just saw them setting up for it. That was pretty cool. If we knew about it, we could have signed up and got us some neat shirts. So, uh, all right, that's kind of covering what we wanted to cover here. We're going to do more on other stuff, but uh, that's kind of how we got here, where we're at, and what we've been doing. So, if you've got any questions, something, send us a message, and we'll be happy to reply, look into it, or whatever, and check out all our other videos and pictures. We're trying to keep the family all caught up on what we're doing. So, anything to add?
Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready to go eat. All right, take care. Bye.